gonna take a little bit. Alright, so it's also stampede. Good morning, folks. It's a beautiful day in the Bahamas, and we're traveling, so goodbye. Today we're traveling to a different island. Tested negative for COVID, so that's always good to hear. Alright, bye. After being picked up, we headed for lunch. The water was so beautiful, I wanted to jump in as soon as possible. For lunch, we had fried snapper with peas and rice and some sides, and it was delicious. For dessert, we picked some sea grapes on a tree that we found while we were on our way back. This reminded me of so many memories of my childhood of picking sea grapes and enjoying them in the breeze. The first place we visited was the Androsia Factory. Androsia is the national wear of the Bahamas. The pattern fabric is made by stamping wax designs on cloth fabric with specific designs made from sponge. The floor was covered in dry wax, which they actually collect and reuse at the end of the year. Once the wax has dried, the fabric is dyed in these big tubs, and lastly, it is sewn into clothes, tablecloths, curtains, or just sold as fabric to be used as whatever fabric will allow for. And that's how you get these beautiful fabrics known as Androsia. The bridge we had to pass was under construction, so we took a barge. Hello, welcome to the beautiful island of Andros. I better explain what exactly is going on because my mother had to come over to Andros to work for the work that she does, and since I'm on gap here, I'm not doing anything that needs me to be in one place. I decided to come with her to get a change of environment, and also to help her with some of the stuff she's doing to help my creativity flow, because when you're in one place for a long time, you just kind of get stuck, which was happening to me, and I was low-key, little by little losing my motivation and creativity. But now that I've been here, my creativity has come back, and we're ready to roll, baby. We're ready to go. But this is just the island right next to mine, and I'm not like traveling internationally or anything, so this is like me driving to another state in the US. So it didn't really have, COVID-19 did not affect that. Well, it almost did. I'm here for a month or a month and a half. We're not exactly sure when my leaving is yet. Welcome to Nade on Agape, or Gap year. Agape is French for gap. No, actually, it's not, but it rhymed with Nade, so I was like, Nade on Agape. Ugh, let me stop. spent the day meeting local business owners. I learned a lot just listening to them talk about their businesses. I loved the scenery of all the sites and how they did such a good job of using the landscape to complement the architecture and island feeling. I stayed at this lodge once for a school field trip when I was in 6th grade. And being back here brought so many memories of running along the beach at night and pranking my friends. Just from today, I have learned so much about niche architecture and also the importance it plays for the community. I've always wanted to build a big hotel resort on one of these smaller islands, but I'm understanding why it would do more harm than benefit, and it has pushed me to think of other ways I can use architecture beneficially. Here is a map of the Bahamas. The island I live on is Nassau. The island I am currently on is Andros, which is the biggest island in the Bahamas. However, it only has a population of about 7,000 people, which is very small compared to the 266,000 people who live on Nassau. The first person we met today was a woman from Morocco. She made us Moroccan dish called malwi, which was like a beef pancake. We came to visit the fishing lodge she runs in the Bahamas. While at her lodge, I saw some art she had around which sparked some creativity. I took out my sketchbook and drew a crab that I had taken a picture of. At the next lodge, I saw some homemade fish hooks. I decided to just sketch what I saw and drew the owners of the lodge. My favorite part of being here so far has been hearing the Bahamian laughs. The laugh is so specific and so full, and it's the sound of pure splendor. It is a sound that makes me feel truly happy, as I can feel the joy radiating from these laughs. On the way to the next meeting, we stopped to pick some more sea grapes, but a couple of people had beat us to it. To finish my sketching for the day, I decided to draw these sea grape trees.
Meanwhile, across town, in this less than fashionable cubbyhole of the San Francisco Examiner, these editors are programming today's copy of the paper into that same Ohio.
There is something so satisfying about filling a page in a sketchbook.
The newest form of electronic journalism.
While waiting for the barge to get home, we met a man who was fishing, and he was teaching my mother how to cast a line. He only had one leg and had taken the boat across the creek since he could not walk across it. The sunset was the most beautiful this day and looked just like cotton candy. started this piece in 2018, my junior year of high school, but I never seemed to find the time to finish it. Now that I have the time, I decided to finish it. However, after 2 years, I somehow forgot which colors I used and also how exactly I managed to color this. Although it wasn't perfect, I thought I should finish it regardless and not make an excuse to stop working on it. While we were on the beach, we met a man who was out fishing, so he brought us one of the fish to cook for dinner. My mother carried it to our neighbors so they could season it, since we had no seasoning in our house. After placing it on a tray, we put it in the oven to cook. In almost no time, it was done and absolutely delicious. Also, after 2 years, I finally finished this drawing.